punta namin dito,
Oo.
bata na sila dito. Mga balot na ganito. Nagpupreno.
Oh, man. All set.
You're now leaving the museum and entering the Lyndon B. Johnson Space Center, the home of human spaceflight, and home to the more than 10,000 dedicated men and women who work here. This isn't an exhibit or a theme park. This is the real thing. The Johnson Space Center has a strong, exciting presence within the Houston community. We are part of the showcase of innovative industries located in the state of Texas. From the largest indoor underwater training facility in the world to the operation of the largest orbiting science laboratory, the International Space Station, our facilities are world-class. What makes the Johnson Space Center special is that the elite men and women who go into space work, live, and train here. What makes it successful is the collaboration of those astronauts.
Not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best of our energies.
Good buildings are offices for the staff, but others are uniquely designed for special tasks. From the outside, they may not look like much, but inside, there's a lot going on. This is where ideas, only imagined, become reality. Building 14 on your left houses the Antenna and Tracking Development Lab.
You really have to have your antenna link solid and right on the money.
Justin Dobbins is an antenna technician and works in that building.
The main attraction of our building is our large anechoic chamber, which we use to test antennas. Anechoic means no echo, and most people, when they hear that, they think no sound echo. And while the room does absorb sound, it's designed to absorb electromagnetic energy, such as would be radiated from a TV station or a radio station. The room is very quiet because the foam that lines the room is very similar to acoustic foam that you would find in a recording studio. It sounds very strange in that room. Your ears kind of feel funny when you first go in.
When you think of astronaut food, do you picture tang and food squeezed out of a tube? Well, times have changed. Building 17, to your right, is the Space Shuttle Research Kitchen.
The food on the Space Shuttle comes in 3 varieties.
Colonel Bob Cabana, shuttle astronaut.
It can be fresh food, apples, oranges, bananas, bread, tortillas. It can be freeze-dried.
In fact, much of the food that astronauts eat comes right off the supermarket shelf. Back in the old days, the astronauts weren't so lucky. Astronaut Gus Grissom hated the food so much that he smuggled a corned beef sandwich.
Factory operations plan, facility operation here, a medical doctor, and an astronaut who provided the communications link between the ground team and the crew.
Early on in the space program, it was decided that astronauts would communicate through one of their astronaut buddies. That position is called CAPCOM, short for
Facade.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are now approaching our first stop, Building 30 North.